Published, June 5, 2018, 9:45 p.m. ETA. Slew of eliminations join the festivities for the 35th Pepsi North America Cup this weekend at Woodbine Mohawk Park, featuring top-level trotters competing Friday, June 8, with mares in 2 eliminations for the Armbro Flight, and the Glamour boys in 2 eliminations of the Goodtimes, and pacers on Saturday, June 9, with 3-year-old fillies in 2 eliminations of the Fan Hanover and aged mares in 2 eliminations for the Roses Are Red. Last year's Horse of the Year Fan Hanover headlines the Friday program starting from post 6 in the first elimination of the Armbro Flight. Owned by Burke Racing Stable LLC, Weaver Brishemi LLC, Frank Baldacchino and Jerry and Teresa Silva Stables, the 6-year-old mare by Swan for All has 38 wins from 60 starts to date, accruing over $2.7 million in earnings, and holding a world record mark of 1 minute 49 seconds and 2 milliseconds taken last fall at the Red Mile. Yannick Ingris pilots, the Ron Burke trainee, who competes against Dream Together, third recently to world champion Fan Hanover in a prelim at the Miss Versatility and third in last year's Hambletonian Oaks. Fan Hanover starts in the second Armbro Flight elimination. The 5-year-old Luke Blaise-trained daughter of Cadabra debuted a winner in 1 minute 53 seconds and 2 milliseconds in the Miss Versatility at Woodbine Mohawk Park following a season consisting of 5 wins in 13 starts, one of which was a world record 1 minute 50 seconds and 2 milliseconds mile at Tioga Downs, and over $400,000 earned. Bob McClure sits behind the $1.2 million earner from post 6 against Ice Attraction from post 2, who upset Ariana G in the Kentucky Filly Futurity last year. Team Antonacci, now headed by Domenico Ceccheri, returns to defend their title in the Goodtimes trot with hat-trick habit, starting from post 3, in the first elimination. The Hambletonian-eligible son of Donato Hanover has 2 wins from 2 starts this season, shipping north, with his most recent a 1 minute 52 seconds and 4 milliseconds victory at the Meadowlands. David Miller will drive for owner Fred Monteleone Stable LLC. Elimination 2 collects last year's William Wellwood winner Alarm Detector, from post 5, and last year's Frosh Breeders' Crown Champion $50 bill, starting from post 1. Alarm Detector, shelved following his 1 minute 52 seconds and 4 milliseconds win by 5 1/4 lengths in the Wellwood, enters the Goodtimes off 2 qualifiers, his most recent in 1 minute 55 seconds and 4 milliseconds, while $50 bill ships to Mohawk off a 1 minute 53 seconds and 4 milliseconds win in a $75,000 Indiana Sires Stakes final. Alarm Detector, by Chapter 7, races for trainer Benoit Ballargin, who conditions for owners Thomas and Elizabeth Brankin, Claude Hamill and Santo Vena, and will be driven by Trevor Henry. $50 bill, by Swan for All, competes for owner John Barnard and will be driven by Trace Tetrick for trainer William Crone. And more trainee Jan looks to continue her undefeated season in the first elimination of the Fan Hanover as she goes for her 4th straight victory. Owned by Wilma and James Mackenzie, the daughter of Rock and Roll Heaven has ascended the conditioned class ladder at Woodbine Mohawk Park following a winless freshman campaign. Trevor Henry will pilot the up-and-comer from post 5 against Big Thong, entering off a 1 minute 55 seconds and 2 milliseconds victory in the Ontario Sire Stakes Os at Western Fair, from post 4. World champion You Are My Candy Girl draws post 2 against the local rivalry of Percy Blue Chip, victorious in the Os Super Final last year, and Kendall Sealster, third in the Super Final, in the second elimination. The Ron Burke-trained daughter of American Ideal enters off a 1 minute 51 seconds and 1 millisecond win at Tioga Downs in a division of New York Sires Stakes and will be driven by Yannick Ingris for owner William Donovan. Percy Blue Chip has won both of her starts this season, the first a 1 minute 51 seconds and 4 milliseconds victory in the $115,792 SBOA final at Woodbine Mohawk Park, and the other a 1 minute 54 seconds and 3 milliseconds win in the Os at Western Fair. Dr. Ian Moore, trained daughter of Shadow Play, has amassed over $500,000 in earnings from 7 wins in 11 starts for owners Shadow 2's stable, James and Wilma Mackenzie and Hudson Standardbred Stable Inc. Sylvain Fillion sits behind from post 3 while Kendall Sealster, trying for her first win of the season, races from post 5 with Randy Waples driving for trainer Paul Reed. Current mare pacing star Chardonnay starts from post 3 in the first elimination for The Roses Are Red. The 5-year-old New Zealand import by Tintin in America has won 10 races in 12 starts so far this season, including the $373,000 Blue Chip Matchmaker Final, $102,200 Chip Noble Memorial and $150,000 Betsy Ross Invitational. Tim Tetrick drives the Jim King Jr. trainee for owners Richard Paolucci and Joanne Looney King. After supplementing to The Roses Are Red, Australian Invader Fire BA races from post 7 in the second elimination for trainer Ron Adams and driver Louis Philippe Roy. The 6-year-old daughter of Courage Under Fire shipped to Woodbine Mohawk Park after winning 3 straight in the States, taking the filly and mare preferred in 1 minute 51 seconds and 1 millisecond with a 26.2 final quarter. She's owned by David Cryway and Ron Adams. Post time for both Friday, June 8th and Saturday, June 9th. S program is 7:30 p.m. EDT. To view Friday's harness racing entries, click on the following link. Friday entries, Woodbine Mohawk Park. To view Saturday's harness racing entries, click on the following link. Saturday entries, Woodbine Mohawk Park.